Okay. Hi, Maluntin. How are you?
Hi Charles, I'm good, doing good.
All right. Nice. So we're here in our second coach review. So the first question that I want to ask you today is why do you think we did better this time? How did you guys work on it?
First, I want to say thank you for the first week versus EDGM. Thank you for them. We taste our first defeat, and so we learned a lot by the experience, and that was our first match. So that was our first online tournament. So we need some experience to get used to it. So for last week, we prepared a lot for Nova and Talon. We get much better for the lineup and the dead choice versus them. I think that's how we get more better after the defeat.
Some matches were really tight. It was really stressful. I think you guys almost gave me a heart attack. What do you think in those very tight games? What do you think made the difference?
So for this, I got a great credit for Islo. For first Lover and Talon, we got much better that choice, but somehow we still lost with a good matchup. But however, we win with a bad matchup. Especially for Lover, Little Chan versus Islaw, we got a very bad matchup. And Islaw, why I gave credit to Islaw because he showed me he didn't gave up even the Queen Tower only like 260 HP, what I remember. And he remember on the Wall Giant still need 2 hit or Wall Giant with Earthquake, so he do his best to all in for the left lane, and he even used his tornado to go offense to kill all the skeleton and bat, and not use for defense Wall Giant, and he calculated so much for that, and he win with his tower with six HP, and he gave me the feeling, see, wow, even with bad matchup, he didn't give up he to catch every tiny opportunity to win that game. And for Talon, um, yeah, we struggle a lot for the KOH for the dead choice. We didn't expect those guys will use their ladder decks for versus us, so we quite surprised. But after Benza helped us get our triple draft win, and we have little strategy versus line to think, oh, maybe he will use Expo again or something like Eagle because we saw him last match. So yep, that's how we get the win with a bit tight.
Some really great fast decision making at the end of those games. That was a really good show. Really awesome. For those two matches, we did a quick poll on our Twitter to select the Royal API MVP of the week, so the Kicks MVP. And the result was Islaw. Do you agree? Do you think Islaw was the MVP of the week?
Yeah, definitely. I saw Steve. I would say he get these two win for us, especially the first low for KOH. He come back versus B King and Little Chen, and I always said Little Chen the game was so insane, only 6 HP with a very bad matchup for us. Um, and he gets win for Talon versus the last one minute versus Lion. Lion is a very good player, and he managed to get that win too. So yeah, for last week MVP is ISO is must, I would say.
And Benzer did a really good job last week. He won his two triple draft. Why do you why do you think Benzer is such a good triple draft player and he is able to be consistent like that?
And he's so focused on the remember opponent's cards and the tiny micro details what he can do. So definitely, yeah, Benzik is so good for the triple draft for this season. What
Okay,
I
yeah,
observed.
that makes sense. Actually, I heard discussing with you guys that Benzer has a pretty good memory. Actually, that he practiced some memory skills with apps and stuff like that. And finally, I wanted to ask you a last question. We did a little post-match Q&A in the Kicks Discord server. That person was asking, how do professionals train? You know, he said that he admired Legend and Ice for a long time, and that he believed that they already know everything about the game. So how can professionals keep on improving?
Okay, first of all, I would say even pro players got a very good level, but on the tournament you have to show what you got. So you have to keep your gameplay a high gameplay with consistency. Especially you have to keep training because this game anything can happen if you like blind your eyes a bit or you slip a bit your hand, everything can change. So you have to keep that high gameplay. With that you have to keep training, practice tasks, especially learn more new pro tips or know more about your opponents and the deck choice, of course. Especially Clash Royale keep update every card or even game mode. So we have to keep training with any like new strategy or new things for that. And that's how they keep improving and focus on training.
Thank you very much, Maluntin, for sharing. That was super interesting. And let's see what we're going to do with Fav this weekend.
We're gonna surprise them.